You're listening to Battling Opioids, the podcast. Battling Opioids, the podcast, now on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Podcast, TuneIn, Amazon, YouTube, and now radio.com.
How about this month? What do you think?
That's all of our trucks are.
Personally.
Personally, I'd say I only did like maybe 5. Stream of the drugs are going, and it's really not that bad right now in Carpenter County.
Why do you think that is the case? I mean, that opens up a great question.
I don't know if it's more of the outreach getting out there for the public. I don't know. We're not sure.
So when you say that, you just don't see as many cases, you just don't think it's on the street quite as much?
Right.
Okay. Do you think maybe the fear of the fentanyl-laced heroin has anything to do with it? I would love for that to be the case. I'm not sure it is.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, let me open up the questions. Does anyone have any questions before we start?
Narcan, is it just administered? Is it administered for any kind of overdose?
It's only going to help with an opioid overdose.
Okay.
So cocaine overdose, alcohol overdose, that's not going to work.
Okay.
So Narcan is essentially the antidote for an opiate overdose. And it all has to do with the opiate receptor, the mu receptor. And a lot can happen with the mu receptor. You can have something that's called a full agonist, which basically reminds me of Chris Farley when he was in his heyday, where it's going, "Hey, open the door, there's a party." That's your heroin, that's your fentanyl, that's your Percocet. There can be a partial agonist, which is Suboxone, which kind of sits on the receptor and kind of blocks anything else from getting there. And it doesn't give you that biologic response.
Recovery starts with a call. Call 1-800-662-HELP or visit battlingopioids.org.
It doesn't take long to become addicted to opioids. 13 Pennsylvanians die from them every day. Geisinger is committed to ending opioid addiction with both prevention and treatment. In the last 3 years, we've reduced the amount of opioids we prescribe by 50%, and we've opened 4 medication-assisted treatment centers across the state to help patients recover from addiction. Learn more at geisinger.org/haveenough.